Welcome back to Cards and Comics, guys. Well, I hate to say it. It's terrible. But I got duped.
Gentlemen, you've been duped.
Again. Second time this year. Second time this year, I bought a King Griffey Jr. card that was backdoored. That was, in my opinion, not a real card. Not a pack pool. Not a card that was issued the way it should have been. And therefore, to me, shouldn't be in circulation. Shouldn't exist. Second time. I'll go right into what happened. It's very embarrassing as someone who's supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable about this area. But I bought this card right here for $605. And I'll go into the reasons why I got duped and why it's not a real card. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a big collector of the Row Zero Legacy cards. And I should have known more about them before I bid on them. The way, I normally bid on cards like this, the action happens at the end. Either, I don't set snipes. I just kind of wait to the end and bid. And so I bid a normal amount for what this card normally sells for. I know what these prices are for these cards. I do watch these cards. I do own some legitimate Row Zero Legacy collection cards from Griffey. So I sort of know what the prices go for. So I put a bid in that was, relatively close to what they normally sell for. And it sold pretty cheap. First warning sign. But, my hope, the hopium that I had, I'm like, well, it's got a serial number. It looks real. Well, got the card in hand. And I'll show you where it's not real. Just so you can see it. This serial number down here should be right here on the side. Not even, not horizontal, but vertical on the side here. Just how it should be. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is a card that was backdoored and serial stamped after it was backdoored. That's what it is. I returned it. It got accepted, but it made it through eBay's authentication process as a legit card to me. I think some shenanigans were done there as well. I don't know for a fact, but I received the package. It looked very suspicious. That was the first. That's what really got me suspicious is how I got the card. It didn't come in the normal eBay packaging. It was in a different kind of container that eBay doesn't ship you when it goes through their authentication process. Something weird went there. The guy didn't really care much about the return. Kind of think he knew. And I don't think eBay would have authenticated this if it went through the normal process. I don't know for sure. But it doesn't appear it went through eBay's authentication process. It didn't come to me in the normal way. But I got a return on it. eBay did take care of me on that side of it. So, but yeah, this card, not real. This other card I bought, Centurion, King Griffey Jr. It was graded, BGS. Came from the best, probably the biggest Griffey collector that you'll find out there. So, legit seller, graded. Card was backdoored. Fake serial number again. Right here. This card right here. Larry Walker. Backdoor serial number. So many of them exist. So many exist. And, what happens to me sometimes if I'm bidding on 20 or 30 cards in one night, usually like on a Sunday night when everybody's ending their auctions all at the same time, you just assume it's graded. It's from a legit seller. I don't need to worry about it. No. Crap. It's a backdoor card. Serial number doesn't look right. The height of the serial number isn't right. I mean, it's disappointing someone like myself who's been in this hobby for almost 40 years that I can't recognize these fakes or these issues on site because the minutia. The lettering is 1/8 of an inch too small, or it's 1/4 of an inch to the left, or it's, the wrong color foil. I mean, you got to have a PhD in some of these cards to know about it. And I know there's going to be some Griffey experts on here like,
oh, poor baby.
know your stuff, man. Get smart. Protect yourself. I get it. You can't know everything about every card ever made. That's just impossible. It's just impossible. And if you think about it, I've had grading companies that were supposed to catch this stuff, not catch it. eBay authentication supposed to catch this stuff to help you, didn't catch it. It's such a crappy thing to have to do so much research just to buy a card, just to know what to look out for every single nice card that's ever been made of King Griffey Jr. That it's exhausting, and it's not fun, and it doesn't make you want to invest or buy whatever you collect high-end cards like that, because all the shenanigans. And then we have all the backdoor crap happening with Fanatics right now. So, cards made in 1998, backdoored, fake serial numbers, just happened again, right? Literally 25 years later, the same stuff's happening. Same stuff's happening 25 years later. And grading and eBay authentication and websites and Instagram and people being able to communicate instantly to each other hasn't stopped it, hasn't fixed it. Nothing has changed. And again, I've said this over and over. Yes, I should have done my research and been smarter. But it's exhausting to have to do that much level of research to buy a freaking sports card to have fun, to be a collector. And it's dumb. It's not smart. It's a hobby. We're dumb. This stuff has gone on for decades. Never figured out a solution to fix it. I'm not sure we can. I just think it's inherent. It's part of the game. You just have to buck up and take it. You're just going to say every 100 and some cards I buy, I'm going to get screwed over at some level. And just, accept it and move on. Because, it's not just the money, because it's not that really the issue. It's the time. And also just the fact that, I really wanted the card. I really like the card. The Centurion Refractor is a cool refractor. I'm buying or building that set. And I haven't bought one since. I haven't found another one since. I wanted that card to be legit. I want it in my collection, and it's not. And maybe it's never going to be, because I maybe never find a legit one. Maybe there doesn't exist any legit one that will ever come for sale. I don't know. They're hard. They're hard to find. And I know it's a little bit of a rant, but it just shows how frustrated this is. And then to see it happening again, today, all the stuff came out about the backdoor superfractors. And I feel like, as a hobby, we got to figure out this stuff a little bit better. There's got to be something out there, something we can use to help us. Maybe I should have, sent photos to my friends in the hobby and just asked their opinion before I bought the card. I don't know. Sometimes you just get caught up in seeing something on eBay and you bid on it. I mean, it's just human nature, right? But yeah, just want to let you guys know that in the end, you could think you know what you're doing. You could think you have things figured out and still get ripped off in this hobby. And it sucks. So be safe out there. Look out for each other. Help each other as much as you can. Because it can happen to anyone, man. I'm just telling you. It can happen to anyone. This is something that makes this hobby not fun. So I just want to talk to you guys about it and share with you my experience. And talk to you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.
Put that cookie down now!